I was just going to run through some clips on Cup, our first opponent in the Champions League. As always, it's a scouting report which gives you an idea on how they play, what types of qualities they have as a group. But ultimately, we've got to go out and play the game and make sure we're ready. So, a very good possession-oriented team. It's almost to a fault where they play a lot of short passes in their build-up, regardless of whether we're pressing them or not. It's a 4-3-3, but their outside backs are really high. So in transition, they're pretty expansive, and I'll show you a couple of clips. So again, very, very technical. And if they decide to continue to build up like they build up, then they're gonna give us a lot of opportunities to transition to attack. So it's risky, but we need to make sure we punish them. So we'll get into it. Obviously, you can pause this screen and take a look at the written pieces. When we're doing our scouting, when we're there, we probably won't have access to much video. If we do, we'll send it out, but we'll typically get you something handwritten or typed up. So anyways, you can see in their build-up, there's a bunch of clips here. They're down 4v3, without counting the goalkeeper. This is their left back right here. Their right back is up here. So you can see how expansive they are as they're trying to build out. So that's the the right back right here. So obviously, if we're pressing in this area here against their build-up, we need to make sure that our back line is up really high, making sure that we're defending, in that area instead of, you could see how they dropped back and it gave them a chance to, play through. So they're pretty quick, pretty fast, good on the ball, and look to get out of trouble. So there's the left back running forward again. So you see her running forward there. So again, in the event we're able to pick up the ball or get possession here, attacking these areas as soon as they lose the ball. So again, if we're able to get into our rhythm of build up, then we'll be in good shape as well. But it's just really focusing. Again, there's a lot of numbers there, but the goalkeeper rolls the ball out, and it's quick 1 and 2 touch. Easy giveaway there. We could transition. You can see all the space here, and you'll see a couple of those in a second where the opponent actually scores. Another transition moment where they steal the ball, all sorts of space available. This wave player elects to play into that area where the open space was somewhere else. And just continue to watch how your direct opponent is going to be playing passes into their sixes. That didn't go in, but it was certainly a good opportunity. And at this point, the game is 0-0, but you can see she's trying to dribble out and gives the ball away on a pass, the center back there. And the problem for us is if we don't get this ball and they get into the half on the run, it certainly could, we just need to make sure we end anything they get right at about half field, as opposed to letting them get into the final third. They're industrious. They work hard. Lots of good dribblers, lots of good 1 and 2 touch passing. You can see played the ball at the right time to get the service off. And again, just want to make sure we're all on the same page. If we play the 4-4-2, it's going to be important for us to be here, 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 here in terms of our front six. But it's also going to be important for our outside backs to step up to their players right there, so they're not able to get out, and then the center backs dealing with their one forward. It's a 4-3-3, but in possession their backs are really high. So again, goalkeeper makes a meal of it, tries to doesn't just clear the danger. And again, just look at their opponent and how they're set up to press the buildup, and it doesn't stop Cup from doing it. That's okay. Maybe they'll start kicking long, and that's fine. But if they stay true to how they're trying to play, it'll be really important for us. But again, they have no fear in playing passes out, finding open players. And again, just going to back up again. So it's important for us to make sure our outside mid on that side is tucked in, our outside back is tucked in, 6, 10 wide mid. We're all in good shape to stop them at half field. Because again, as you can see, once they get the opportunity, they can get forward on that buildup, even though it's risky. So, like I said, this is their end product. This is what they're trying to accomplish. Passing out, this is probably the only clip you really need to see when it comes to, how we want to make sure we stop them. Again, our 4-4-2 needs to be here, or if we play a 4-1-4-1, we need to be here stopping this, instead of allowing them gaps to play. You could see from the opponent's forwards all the way to their center backs, they're really spread out. But at the end of the day, this is what they're looking, this is their end product. This is what they're trying to find, and create these opportunities, and they're not afraid to shoot from distance either. So now we looked at a lot of their buildup. Now we're just going to look at some areas to attack, and again, it's the same opponent. So, once there's a loss of possession, you can see this is the right back of theirs trying to track back. So as you see, keeping things narrow is not going to work for us. So we need to make sure we get the ball out wide, and quick in terms of how we're attacking them. Switching the point of attack, making sure we're nice and wide. And again, the back four is narrow, but she's able to play it out wide, and that'll give us a chance to get numbers in. So that's pretty much our system there. That would be our right mid getting forward in transition. So again, their big expansive shape. Again, you can see that this girl's trying to get out. She does. Look again at the big expansive shape that they have. And then on the loss of possession, there's going to be area for us to exploit. Passes here, and they won't be able to keep up with us being able to run in behind them. We've just got to make sure that ball gets played in behind like that right there. And then it just creates opportunities. And then if we're giving up goal kicks, then it creates opportunities for us to press their short goal kicks. But as you can see, a couple opportunities here, a couple are going to turn into goals as well. Even though they have numbers back, there's not really an energetic defense here. It's everybody just hanging out, hoping that someone else does the job. See that ball in behind there in that gap, because the right back came up a little further. And creates a corner. Again, they're trying to build up. Silly mistake in the pass. And now it's a jailbreak towards the goal, which should create plenty of opportunities. You can see their shape. That left back comes forward like that. And the space is in behind here. Very high line. So again, it's going to be the wide channels, and then it's also going to be the areas. And the goalkeeper makes another meal of this here. But just playing a ball in behind them, when they're in their expansive build-up shape is very important. So again, looking at how they play in their 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, whatever you want to call it, they attack in a 4-3-3. You can see that they're definitely going to be busy here getting after the ball. So for us to be able to switch the point of attack this way will really put them out of sorts, instead of dribbling into 1-2-3-4 red jerseys. Makes more sense for us to be smart and switch the point of attack, because you can see how good they are at passing and receiving in tight spaces. Be very important for us. Again, look at the pressure. We can play this ball over to this side there. We can switch the point of attack and get it over to the other side. Again, this is when we're in build-up. Obviously, the first couple of clips were us showing you transition moments and their build-up shape. But now when we have the ball, how can we attack them? And again, that's just another turnover from the goalkeeper. But you saw how they were shifted over to one side defending, and just switching the ball gives you an opportunity. Again, maybe they won't be so expansive, and maybe they'll keep everybody closer together. But it's really important that we'll be able to show, and this is their transition to attack. You can see how they're running with numbers, trying to find open spaces. But I'll let this roll and show you guys when we get to the restarts. That'll be So they just gained possession there, and now you can see what the transition for them looks like. If we dive in now, you can see they have numbers to play the ball, and they're nifty little group. So we just got to be really careful in how we execute our defense. Step and pressure this player right here. She can't get a free shot. Hits it pretty well. The restarts. So just taking a look at their corner, they front load a lot of players in the near post. Um, and then start to move. This is the short one that they try and dummy through. Again, nothing there, not much there, but just be aware of the service. This is an early one here, so just be careful if they put a player there, that left back there, they're going to play it. It was called back, so then they ended up just serving it in, and you can see the sea of red jerseys inside the 18. So pretty typical, pretty standard, but I just wanted to show the transition. If they play that ball and we're able to get out, we can probably create an opportunity if she just plays this into that area right there and score on their own free kick. So something to be aware of. And then sorry, let me back up just a sec. And then how they're defending corners. You can see how many players they have just in this area here. So, it'd be important for us to maybe have a short come out. Not always just to give the short pass, but to bring a player out and then get our big players in to come in and challenge for the head. But there's definitely opportunity there versus the team. Just got to make sure we show up with the right mentality. And as we've said before, it's just a scouting report. You still got to show up and play the game. You can see all 11 players of theirs are inside the six. So just recognize what things will look like when we're against them. Again, everybody's dropping back. So just very important for us. Make sure we create some scoring opportunities by running our outside back forward as well. You could see having our right back come forward here while we also have someone coming in short will maybe separate some of the players inside the six. Almost gave up an opportunity there too. So, like I said, take a look. I look forward to seeing you guys play in this event, and we'll see you guys very soon.